Okay, everyone, let's go ahead and take out a pencil and your spiral notebook. We're going to go ahead and get started on the lesson today. At the top right-hand side of your paper, write today's date. And on the top line, write the title of today's lesson, which is Practicing Good Sportsmanship. This part, you don't have to write down. I just want to let you know what it is. The ALEKS Learning Standard for this lesson is apply proper methods for communicating with confrontational opponents. And the objective of today's lesson, which is something I do want you to write down in your notes, is to be able to practice social courtesies in group activities. Again, the objective of today's lesson is to be able to practice social courtesies in group activities. Now, what this means is basically I want you all to know how to react, how to behave whenever someone's confrontational with you, someone's being a bully, whether it's in a card game, a board game, a basketball game, baseball game. I want you guys to know how to respond, how to act. Okay, raise your hand if you can write on the board what the phrase having good sportsmanship means to you. What does that mean to you? What does having good sportsmanship mean to you? Okay, raise your hand. Emma? Shaking hands. Yep, that's a good one. Okay. We'll go ahead and grab, let's see, we'll use purple. Shaking hands, okay? All right, now while Emma is writing that on the board, I want, let's go ahead and raise our hands and, okay, Carson, what does having good sportsmanship mean to you? Being nice. Okay, what do you mean when you say being nice? What do you mean by being nice? Shaking hands. Okay, shaking hands is nice. Yeah, complimenting. Good. Okay, you can write. Yeah, go ahead and just write being nice, and we can elaborate that on that a little bit later. Okay, what color do you want? Red. Okay, looks good. Being nice. Okay, next. Who else can tell me something about what having good sportsmanship means? Okay. John. Teamwork. That's really good. That's actually something we're going to talk about in a few minutes is teamwork. Teamwork's definitely part of good sportsmanship. Okay. All right. While you guys are sitting in your seats, I want you to write down the examples of what we're writing down on the board. I want you to write this in your notes as well. This will give you good ideas for your homework that's going to be due on Friday. This might actually give you some tips or some help on your homework. All right, so teamwork. Good job. Okay, let's do one more. Jackson, what do you think it means to you to have good sportsmanship? Not yelling. Very good. That's a good one. Let's write that one down. What color? Green? Okay. Not yelling. Okay, good. All right, everybody, go ahead and have a seat. Jot this down in your notes. Shaking hands, being nice, teamwork, not yelling. These are very good examples. Okay. I want you guys to write down the definition for sportsmanship. Sportsmanship is conduct becoming to one participating in a sport. Sportsmanship is not, in and itself, it's the conduct. It's not good, it's not bad. It's just just like it says, it says conduct becoming to one participating in a sport. So it's just the conduct. Whenever you describe the sportsmanship, if it's good sportsmanship or bad sportsmanship, that's saying it's good conduct or it's bad conduct. All right, write this down in your notes. Raise your hand if you have not written this down completely. Okay, all right. Moving on. All right, write this down. Bad sportsmanship. bad sportsmanship. Bad sportsmanship would include cursing, saying foul language. Sometimes cursing can be accompanied by yelling or saying degrading comments like, "Oh, you don't know how to shoot," or how'd you miss that ball?" So these types of things you don't do in games. Throwing items not pertaining to a game or sport, like if you're playing a card game and you throw the cards down or throw them across the room, that's not being a good sport. Fighting, disrespecting the officials, coaches, or players, not shaking the opposing team's hands after the game. No matter if you are upset at someone or you're upset that you've lost, if the other team has played the game fairly and they were not bad sports, there's no reason to not shake their hand. Oh, let's go back. Make sure that, did everybody write that down? Okay, good. Okay. All right, characteristics of good sportsmanship. Teamwork. We mentioned that a few minutes ago. Teamwork is definitely a characteristic of good sportsmanship. You don't want to, if you're in a basketball game or a soccer game, you don't want to be a ball hog. A ball hog being that you're shooting the ball every time, you're kicking the ball into the goal every time. You've got to make sure you're remembering to pass the ball. Share the ball with your team. That's how we win. We win by communicating with our teammates. Respect. You want to respect, first and foremost, you want to respect yourself. You want to respect yourself and act correctly. You want to respect your team, respect the other team, the officials. You want to have patience. If someone makes a mistake, you're not going to blow up at them. That's not a good example of good sportsmanship. Play by the rules. That's self-explanatory. Help teammates and opponents up when they're down. If they're down physically, if they fall down, or if they're down because they made a mistake and they're being hard on themselves. Positive enthusiasm, encouraging each other whenever they do something well. No negative reactions. Again, we don't want to yell at someone because they make a mistake. Everybody's going to make a mistake at some point. Ignore players that yell at you or taunt you. Now, this one's really hard because you do, in human nature, we do want to react, but sometimes we have to use our self-control. Self-control. Think about what you're going to do. Think about what you say before you say it. So you want to make sure that if someone does yell at you or taunt you or bully you, just sometimes the best thing to do is just ignore them, or just say, I don't know, I don't know what you mean, and just don't encourage their behavior. Okay, does everybody have those written down? Okay, very good. All right, let's look at this picture. Good sportsmanship versus bad sportsmanship. Who's being the bad sport in this picture? It might be kind of hard to see that, but the red jersey. That's right. Yeah, red jersey. Because why? Because he's in his face, right? It looks like he's angry. He's not whispering in his ear sweet nothings. No, he is not being very nice. He looks like he's upset. The guy in the yellow, who is Kobe Bryant, he looks like he's trying to ignore him. He's trying to back away. He looks like he's trying to be patient. He's practicing his self-control. And sometimes you have to do that in response to people who are confrontational, who are yelling, who are bad sports. You've got to make sure that you keep yourself in check. Okay, so let's not be like the guy in the red jersey. We're not gonna yell at people. We're not gonna get in their face. We're not gonna get in their personal space. We're gonna be good sports. Okay, so be more like Kobe, who's trying to be a little bit more patient, trying to ignore him, trying to get away from him, putting his hands up. He's backing off. He doesn't want a confrontational issue. All right, we're going to play a quick little activity to see if you guys are paying attention. And what we'll do is the first person to raise their hand will be the one that will come up and use a tennis ball to move each of these to the proper circle. So we have good sportsmanship and we have bad sportsmanship. All right, who can tell me where patience would go? Okay, come on up. Patience would go, hold on 1 second. Patience would go to, Hold on one second. Patience would go, very good. Good sportsmanship. All right, go ahead and have a seat. All right, who can tell me where disrespecting the referee would go? Okay. All right, come on up. That's right, bad sportsmanship. That's not something we want to do. That's not something we want to do. The referee is out there to keep us safe and make sure everybody's playing by the rules. And they're our friend. They're not the enemy. Okay, let's look at a picture. Let's see. This picture here. This is a picture of a little girl who looks like she's down on the ground, and the little boy in the red, he looks like he's trying to help her up. So where would that go? Good sportsmanship. That's right. Very good. Go have a seat. And, all right, let's see. What do we want to pick? How about not shaking the opponent's hand after the game? Okay, come on up, Caitlin. Bad sportsmanship. Yeah, that's not something. We talked about that. We don't want to do that. We want to be good sportsmanship. We shake everyone's hand. All right, and let's see. Let's look at teamwork. Where would teamwork go? All right, come on up. Very good. Playing by the rules. Who wants to do that one? Okay. John, okay. Playing by the rules. That's right. Yelling. Ben, okay. That's right. Yelling is bad sportsmanship. We don't want to do that. Degrading players. Now, degrading means yelling at them, making them feel bad about themselves, whether they don't play well or made a mistake. We don't want to make them feel bad about themselves. So where would that go? Yeah. Bad sportsmanship. Cursing. Where would that go? Heather. Okay. Bad sportsmanship. Very good. All right, let's look at this picture right here. It's a picture of a little girl who's looks like they're on the track team, and they're from two different teams. One's looks like she's hurt. She's helping carry. One of them's helping to carry the hurt girl, and they're not on the same team either. So who wants to do that one? All right, Jeremy. Yep, good sportsmanship. Yeah, we help each other, whether they're on our team or not. That's just good sportsmanship. All right, this one's where a basketball player's hand is in the face, trying to be kind of a little bit aggressive. All right, Jimmy. Okay. Ooh, yeah, good. There we go. Very good. Bad sportsmanship. Here's a little boy who looks like he's pouting because looks like he got third place. He's on a platform, so he's on his first place, second place, third place. He's pouting. Yep, that's bad. So Hunter, very good. Okay. All right, respect the referee, coach, and players. Haley, good sportsmanship. Very good. And helping injured players, good sportsmanship. Positive enthusiasm. Yep, good sportsmanship. Throwing items not related to the game. Nope, we don't want to do that. Ignoring taunting from opponents. Ryan, ignoring them is good. Good sportsmanship. And this little girl, she's yelling. Was she? That'd be bad or good sportsmanship? Sam? Okay. All right, fighting. Who can tell me that one? Yeah, that's kind of an easy one, isn't it? Kyle? Fighting. Okay, very good. And last but not least, these guys are shaking hands. Where would that be? Caitlin? Okay, good sportsmanship. Very good. Very good, guys. You did a good job. All right, so homework assignment. I want a 3-paragraph essay answering the following question. What would you do if an opponent or someone from your team bullied or yelled at you, and why? I want this by Friday, September 22nd, and it does not have to be typed. If it is typed, that's great, but it can be written. But if you have any questions, just let me know. And that's it for today's lesson. Thank you.